Hello, hello, it's Monica from Crafting with Quilling. And hope you have absolutely amazing day. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to create the quickest birthday card. If you like it, I really hope you'll feel inspired and craft along with me. For today's project, I'm going to use Gelli Art Prints collection that is designed by Karolina Osuchowska, and you can find it on a relatively thoughtful website. I left the link in the description down below. This collection has lots of beautiful, vibrant, and bright colors, so I thought that would be just perfect to create super quick birthday card. However, you can use this collection for any occasion that you want. So, today is the day to create a super quick card. If you need something like this, I really hope you'll craft along with me with whatever is in your stash. I decided to use those two design papers. The one on the right is super colorful and the one on the left has a little bit of brown. So I thought let's create some craft card elements as well, so all the elements will match together. I've got 6 by 6 inches card blank, and using a craft card, I created a square measuring 5 3/4 by 5 3/4. Then the design paper is 5.5 by 5.5 of an inch. Now it will be time to assemble them together. And when this is ready, then I thought let's use my guillotine again and create a smaller square. So this way I'm going to put it in the middle, but I'm going to offset it, which will give me the diamond shape. So if you don't want to use any cutting dice for your makes, that is the way to go. So here is the craft square, and then I use the design paper with that brown element. And the craft card matches beautifully. So now when I'm going to assemble them, I thought let's add some dimension. I'm not really sure how much is going to be visible on the video, but in real life, all the dimension really makes a difference. And then, as you can see, I'm going to use my double-sided foam adhesive pads, and this is a really cool idea. If you want to put a bigger piece together, first I peel off the smaller backings, and I'm going to place it on the element I want to attach and then peel off the backing, which will save me so much time because on the back you've got just one big piece. So that is my trick, and if you feel inspired, I really hope you will use that trick in your card making as well. How often do you create very colorful and vivid cards? Do you have your favorite collection to do it? If you do, I would really like to know which one is it. Now it is time to peel off the backing, and I do recommend that you always use some double-sided foam pads and few drops of liquid glue, because this way all the elements will stay there forever, and that's what we want in our card making. Now I'm going to push it a little bit so it stays set. Now I created a smaller square using the craft card and one of the design papers. And then I'm going to add some dimension as well. How often do you use double-sided foam pads in your card making? Please let me know if you do have your favorite brand, because sometimes you can get them very cheaply, but it is so tricky to peel off the backing. At the moment, my favorite one is from the Works. I think the quality is very good. However, if you have other suggestions, please let me know in the comments down below. And as I told you, this is a super quick card because sometimes that's what we need. We need something very quick, beautiful, and that is the way to go. At least for me. How often do you create very quick cards? Because sometimes I get very inspired by some fancy folds and I really want to play with the card itself. But today is the day just to create something super easy. Now, when this is ready, I had a look at my stash and I found a sentiment that I die cut couple of weeks ago. It is gold per lesson cut, and the saying here is in Polish, which says 100 years, because that's what we sometimes say instead of happy birthday. Now I've got some flowers I created using the most beautiful cutting die set from Creative Expressions called Daisy Blossoms, and I'm going to link that collection as well in the description down below. So as you can see, I'm using my fingers to shape the flower, and I also use the design paper I use for the second square. So that is the way to go sometimes if you want to make sure that all the elements are going to match on your card. So I do recommend that you actually die cut your beautiful flowers and leaves from the design papers, because very often we stamp them and we cut them out. However, using the design papers really makes a difference, because then all the elements will match beautifully. And that's what we want, right? I've got one more flower because I do like to create my cards with the number 3. I think it just makes it more visually pleasing. So again, I'm going to shape the petals and put the flower together. And with all the dimension I created using double-sided foam pads, that will be just even more special. So now, when these are ready, the only one thing that we need, as you probably know, is to use some gems. And with that colorful design paper, you can just go wild with all the colors you want. And sometimes when I don't feel like I want to create a card, I just sit and die cut lots of flowers, leaves, or sentiments. So then, whenever I want to create a card, I've got them on hand. And I do think that this is very helpful in my card making. I wonder, do you do the same? Or do you like to create all the elements when you create the card? What's your preference? Please let me know in the comments down below. So now I also die cut the leaves from the same collection. And I think this is the way to go sometimes. And as you can see, it is super easy to assemble. All you have to do is to use a liquid glue, so then you have time to maneuver the elements. It is time to add some beautiful gems on the card. And at this point, I thought I really like the sparkle, but I need something in the middle of my flowers. So just to make sure that they will stand out a little bit more, I'm going to use some half pearls, because I think that is just so easy to do it and it's very effective as well. So then the cut is complete. I really like it because it stands proudly on a flat surface and it is super colorful, and it always puts a smile on the recipient's face. There is plenty of space to write your message, and the card is complete. So what do you think about this super quick card? Do you like it? Thank you so much for watching and spending that time with me. Don't forget to like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And see you in my next video. Happy crafting!